Okay, so I feel my low end needs a little bit of boost. So I'm going to go outside our stock plugins and I'm going to I'm going to create a new channel and I'll call it low end boost. So I'm creating this as a send so that I'm going to boost, so that I'll link both my kick and my 808, or so that I'll link my 808 there to be able to create some boost in there. So I like to use my Pr3sto EQP1 stereo. This is from Waves plugins. I love this a lot because it's very sweet with low ends. So I'm going to come here and then sidechain to this track. And that's 30 or 60. 60. Then let's work with the boost here as well. Around here. So let's take it to the end. Yeah, it's too much. It's already clipping there. So let's blend it down to taste. Around 3.6 works good. And then on the master, I like to have my smack attack. I like to have the smack attack because it helps to tighten all components of the beat so that it's tight. Yeah, and then I also have my Kajero host master limiter. So I just take it up to 0 dB and we're good there. Don't play it again. Sorry guys, the smack attack is from Waves 10. So if you have Waves, you can search that. Or if you don't have Waves, you can look for, you can go online and search it. You find Waves. I know you know Waves plugins, yeah. So yeah, so we're going to play everything. Whoa, that was a silly mistake. Woo. Okay, you can see that up here we have I loaded up the spectrum analyzer called span. You can search it online. This one helps me to detect how leveled the whole track is. As you can see, it seems like the bass is trying to overshadow everything, so we'll take it down a bit. Okay, I think it's good. I think we're in a good place as for the mix. So one last thing I'd like to do is I'd like to work on this vocal effect here. I'll load it up to a free mixing channel, and then I want it to be a radio effect. So I'll still use my parametric EQ and then use the radio effect preset. All right, some more. I'll create another send for a reverb. And then I'll route this radio effect to the reverb, sidechain, and reset. So we'll load up our fruity reverb 2. I only want the wetness, right? So I'm going to bring down the dry. Let me just mute every other thing and hear the reverb, the radio effect alone. All right, so and then another one for a delay. Or sidechain to this track and then reset. Then I'll use our fruity delay 2. And I want it to be a ping pong. So I'll pan it 1/4. And then we use the piano just to detect. So it's on the C sharp. I'm going to use a auto tune just for pitch correction. I normally use the auto tune as the first effect on the vocal, but for this one, I don't know why I'm using it now, but anyway, I'm using it. we'll set it to alto tenor because my voice is on that range. Then we'll take it to C sharp is DB. DB is D minor, right? So it's the same thing as C sharp. So C sharp major. You can see that there's different options, but major is ours. All right. So then we'll blend the retune speed to taste. Let's play it while we do that. You can hear the radio effect there. I still want more, so I want to play around with that, with this effect, so that it will pan left to right, left to right. So first I'm going to mute my delay send first, and then I'll load in my Fruity formula controller. Once it's loaded, then in the panning section, which is here, right click and then go to the remote control, link to controller, go to the internal controller and then on none, then link it to formula control out, then you accept. It's already linked. So when it's playing, you see this part of the this knob going left and right. That means it's panning. So what we're going to use, we're just going to use any of the presets here. All right. So you can hear the effect. It's going left to right, left to right, left to right. Now I can just play every other instrument so that we can hear how it blends. Woo! The mix is sounding good. All right, we'll just hear the whole mix. So I'll just remove it from the hook because it's not supposed to be there. It's only supposed to be a intro vocal effect and then maybe outro. It's not supposed to be there for the hook. So hopefully we're going to have maybe an artist or myself to sing on the track so that we just try to make it a full song as a whole. Yeah, you can see that in the mixing I didn't do too much. I did a lot of, it was just more of EQing. Why? Because I chose the right sounds that I could work with, and I would just do just a little thing. just little things to add or to subtract. Now, just for caution, mixing takes a very long time to complete. Now, it is short here because we're just working with time for the sake of the tutorial. But when when we're at the studio working on, let's say, some more serious projects, it takes time. Even with non-serious projects, if you just want your mix to be really good, you need to take more time to do each and every individual process right. So it might take hours, a lot of hours to work on it, but then we're using about 20 minutes or so to run this one. It's not realistic in reality, yeah. But then for the sake of this tutorial and while we're working with time, it's short. So don't just take this tutorial and then think I'm going to mix just for 20 minutes and it's good. There's more things that might be done in the mix just to make it sound perfect or up to standard, like commercial sounds. But for the sake of this one, we're going to stop here. I hope you guys have learned one or two things. This will be the end of the mixing part. Next, we're going to do song writing, hopefully, yeah, and recording as well. I'll show you how to record using FL Studio. A lot of people don't record on FL Studio. Now they make the beats in FL Studio, but then they take out the wave and then record maybe in Cubase or in other DAWs, maybe for personal reasons. But I personally, I do everything in FL Studio and it works great. It works amazing for me. So I'm going to show you how to do that in the next one. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I hope to see you in our next tutorial as well. Thank you. This is Pr3sto from Pr3stobeatz.com. This is Pr3sto from Pr3stobeatz.com. Take care, guys.